Uh, did we do an intro last time? I
Yeah,
can't
we
fucking
did, like-
remember. We did.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, welcome back.
So welcome back to the Randolph Lloyd podcast
Can't wait till we
episode.
stop calling it that.
What
yeah,
are we
what
gonna call
should we
it,
name
though?
it?
I don't know.
I still like the
because-
anxiety airwaves.
No.
No, there's
That was
I'm not
funny,
anxious
though.
enough for
There's
that.
the
I don't have anxiety.
anxiety airwaves and the
True.
depression dungeon.
I don't have either of those things. I feel like I'm one of the only millennials that doesn't like hate themselves on the daily.
Most people
See, I don't really. I just
act-
meme it.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
that's
yeah,
just me.
it's
I
Me
just
too.
no,
Like,
it's-
I don't
it's a
have
fucking-
clinical depression or like
it's a meme.
anxiety. I'm sorry
Yeah.
for you people that do. That's shitty.
That fucking blows.
It's unfortunate for you.
Yeah, but this is episode 2.
Yeah, I guess if we're going
'Cause the
off
fir-
that,
yeah,
it's
'cause
weird.
I never fucking remember. So it was episode 0, 1 that we're doing 2. That's right.
Yeah, technically we could honestly just be like, yeah, no, this is 3,
Can't wait
and
to
just
get
go
to
with it.
007.
Nah, I'm going with this 2.
2. All
Fuck it.
right.
I like the first one being random as the episode 0.
Okay.
Whenever we decide to actually put these on YouTube. 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know, that's a thing we're
Or
fucking
anything
slacking
else.
on.
That's
Like
the
anything
goal.
else, I need the website. Like, there's
Yeah.
no other way I can get around it at this
Yeah,
point
you
besides
fucking-
paying.
Just
Or,
doesn't,
give me the company credit card and then I'll think about it. but-
doesn't want to give me the fucking website. He just won't do it.
Well, I looked it up for him, and you can do it on Square
That's what-
websites.
Yeah, I know. Well, I remember he
And I
said you
told
could.
him about that,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Okay, I'll get that done." And then,
I have to literally be over there on the weekend and like
Yeah,
yell
yeah.
in his ear for him to fucking do something.
He fucking posted shit on Discord this morning at like 10 o'clock, and I was sleeping, and I was like, "Fuck you!"
did you get a notification?
yeah,
for
I
it?
forgot
Oh,
to
you gotta turn
I
that
forgot
off,
to turn
man.
notifications
Yeah.
off.
I get
I-
70 notifications a day from Discord. I'm just like, I
I'm only in
cannot
one
have that.
channel for
I'm in
work.
like 10.
You can.
plus.
I say I would get 10, but you can go to each individual channel, server, topic, or whatever, and you can mute them.
Can you toss me the paper? That's what I think if you get it.
Throw
Again.
it at him.
You can mute them all.
I threw it at you, so you might as well throw it
Yeah,
back at
for
me.
real. Has anybody gotten Red Dead Redemption yet?
Nope.
I haven't. I
Me
keep
neither.
meaning to, but we've been into zombies.
See, that's the thing. It's like every time I bought all those PS4 games, and then I bought the PS4, and I started playing them a little bit.
Yeah.
But then we got Black Ops.
Yeah, Black Ops.
And then
zombies
Because I
have been
play that
good.
with people, I prefer that over
That's fair. Yeah.
like games
Yeah.
I sit there
I
and play on
really
my
do
own.
want to get it, but I can't justify it till I beat Odyssey.
You're not gonna beat Odyssey.
Well, just the main
You can
story.
finish the campaign.
That's what I
yeah,
mean.
guess,
Till I
yeah.
finish the campaign. Because yeah, I mean,
That's
it.
fair. Yeah,
I was
you'll
playing it
never-
yesterday and it fucking crashed again. It's pissing me off.
That's weird. I haven't had it. That's
But you're running
actually
on PC though.
no, but like with Origins, I had Assassin's Creed Origins. I had at least 1 to 2 crashes. Like
I've had this is
every
my
week.
third one. So I guess 3 for how long I've been playing. It really isn't that bad.
yeah,
How long does it take to install
And
the game?
usually it was like a 50 gig game. It's a big game.
decent
And
size
usually
game.
it
if you
is
wanna
after because
reinstall.
when you do it with Xbox and you like save and then you turn your Xbox off and you turn it back on, you can just go straight back into the game.
Because it goes to the sleep mode. It
And
doesn't
I've
actually
noticed
turn
that
off.
that's when it freezes. Is when I'll put it on sleep mode like overnight, and I'll come back and I'll try to fast travel to like a city. It has to load a lot of information.
Yeah, really
So
fast.
I try to avoid that now.
Yeah, probably better to like manually close the game when you're done.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Or if I'm gonna leave it on sleep, just don't go anywhere populated until the game boots back up.
That's true.
Because like when I go to Athens, is
Yeah, if you Athens and close it, open it up, it's like
shit.
too many fucking people and systems and everything. What?
I've got the connection right here.
What's the connection for
So we're
what?
talking about playing video games, right?
We do on occasion.
I have one
This-
on
this is
here.
this moment.
How to make the most of downtime.
Most of downtime. Twitch streaming. That's what I do.
Well, yeah, I mean, like,
Depends on how you
I mean, that's the
define
thing.
make the most
10 years ago,
of.
that wasn't a thing.
Well, no, it's
Do you think
well,
that's changed?
Your downtime per person is different per person. So
Yeah.
in my downtime, it's doing this, or Twitch streaming, or beating off. And it's
Got-
really, it's
have
really
to
about
leave
it.
time in the schedule for that.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
November,
actually,
dude.
it's
you can't-
November. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Jake.
You gotta find Twitch stream goes up.
No, I'm not going. I'm not. Fuck that shit.
Jake's already
That's
failed.
fucking
He
dumb.
just doesn't want to admit it.
Jake, you can go to the Just Chilling now on Twitch, and they have a whole place for you.
Hey, guys.
To those who don't understand that joke, don't look that up. Terrible, terrible part.
No,
of the
no,
internet.
Do not lower iTunes
Do
or Apple Podcast and
Yeah.
Google.
Do not. Keep this tab open. Just this one.
Only
Well,
this one. Yeah.
Like, I guess, like, the point of, like, the whole downtime thing that I was trying to think of was, like, I guess kids nowadays are much more into video games and stuff compared to, like, going outside and playing, even though we are too. And that's just how, like,
just
I mean,
kinda-
back in the day, before you had, what, the PlayStation down here?
Xbox.
Or,
We had a
You did have a
PlayStation,
PlayStation
but we
down
didn't
here.
fucking use it. I had a couple games for it. most of our time was.
It's that one skiing game, whatever that one was.
We
Sean
had
White or something like that.
Oh yeah, we had Sean White snowboarding.
That was pretty awesome.
That was a good fucking game. That was a good ass game.
That was a great game.
That was for the PS2. That was a good ass fucking game.
You only ever played Battlefront for the PlayStation 2.
I played it on
David had
PlayStation
one,
2, but
that's
we played
all
it
we
on.
played was
Yeah, we
Battlefront.
played Battlefront
Played
a
on
lot. We
Xbox.
played it on Xbox 360.
That was a lot. We played a lot of that, I think.
You know, I think it was
Quite a few
just
years.
difference in time.
Yeah.
Because
it
when
is.
when we were little, we flipped actually pretty evenly. Actually, if not less on the video game side, between coming down here and playing like Halo Reach, Halo 3, or being up there and playing like basketball, or whatever else we could think of. But a lot of biking, actually.
Yeah, we
Mostly
did ride
biking.
bikes around a lot. Scooters, we had scooters for a while. You had the electric scooters. You had those.
These are fucking sweet.
You gotta rip down the road here at like
Albeit,
15.
as cool as they were cheap as fuck. We went through like 4 of those.
Well, I mean, if they're cheap, fine, I guess.
I mean, they were like depends on the kind you got, because they have a weight limit, and the higher the weight limit goes, the more you have to pay for it. So like I had by the time I was using them, I had the biggest, the blue one, and that was like 200, 250.
Yeah, that's a pretty good chunk of change.
And we went through like 3 or 4 of them. Like across the spread of like a few years,
Well,
like 5 years ish, but
Yeah, it took a while.
you go off of like one curb, like you just like veer off one little curb, chains off, can't fix it.
You're
Like
fucked.
it's just fucked.
Was that the red one? Is that the
I think I
problem?
did with the red one. No, the red was the smallest one. I think the green one was the middle. I think it was
Then you
red,
had a
green,
blue one too, right?
The blue one was
At
the
one
big
point?
one.
Yeah, that was
lasted
like
the longest.
that was the one where you could go around the neighborhood a few times before it died because you had to go up on that.
You could
sidewalk.
go a long while in those charges,
Mhm.
but they were the little ones were especially cheaply made, where you just hit a curb and then just it's dead.
Rocket.
Like it was just completely gone.
Just like all the other toys in my childhood.
But see though, that's why they were fun, but that's why we always defaulted to bikes, because like remember I had that fucking sweet gold like trick bike that
What
had
happened
like
to that? Did it get
it
stolen?
got stolen.
Yeah, he got stolen. That's what
But
I
like
thought.
that bike was so good because like I remember at one point I like my brakes like cut out, or I forgot to brake or something, I couldn't remember, but I hit a curb at that island at the bottom of our neighborhood like head on, and I fucking flipped the bike and I went over the handlebars and like landed like on my back. I was like, oh fuck, that hurt. And then I got up and got back on the bike and kept going. Like I hit a curb like full speed. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck it, no, keep going.
Yeah, you left it out on your front porch, right?
That was
And
about
then
the time that I stopped using it because it was too small. I got a bigger bike and that
You
became
didn't have
Tommy's
those
bike.
chairs or whatever out there. At the
Yeah,
time.
so the porch was open and
Somebody
that
just-
bike sat there for like 2 weeks, and
He just
somebody
came by
just
and yeeted it. Just
fucking yoinked the bike. I was like, cool.
gone forever.
It's been
It was a good bike.
It had this things on the back too. The like.
Yeah,
standing
it was
thing.
one of the trick bikes, so you could flip the.
So like spokes and all that.
Yeah, it
shit.
had
Yeah,
the
it
spokes.
was
You
pretty
could flip
cool.
the handles back and like all the way around. It was actually a nice trick bike. But all I could do was like stand on the spokes. That was
Yeah, that was
all I
really
could do.
it.
We had bikes, but by the time that was when I was really young. By the time I was like a teenager, we had like that's when we live where we live now. We had like a go-kart and 4-wheelers and shit.
Yeah, we never. I wish we did something.
Wish
like
we had
that.
a 4-wheeler.
Get on my fucking level.
That
That
shit
shit
is
sweet. That thing was bomb, and then it broke.
Yeah.
No, when I was very little, it was probably split equally time-wise between video games and going outside. But then when we moved somewhere where there weren't any other kids and it was just me,
Yeah.
yeah, guess biking by yourself is no fucking fun.
No.
Yeah.
It was like, "Ooh." And then my parents were like, when he's alone, I'm afraid he's gonna get kidnapped. So my mom would have to like watch me. Well, like not
Just sitting
all
there,
the
it's
time,
Yeah.
but like in Marshall, we lived in Marshall right there by the VDOT station,
Yeah.
and it goes to like a circle at the end. So I would just go down there and circle and come back, and go down and circle and come back. It was pretty sad. That's when I started playing more video games because there wasn't anything to do outside.
Yeah.
And my siblings were always older than me,
That's true.
so like even though we get along and stuff, it's not like they wanted to be like, oh yeah, let's go outside and like.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not fucking playing bikes with you or whatever. Playing tag.
No.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that. We played a lot of flashlight tag.
Oh yeah, we.
That
did,
was probably the
yeah.
best game.
Well, you'd have like the
Well,
you'd
because
have the fire pit up there going, and we'd have like s'mores and stuff, and then we'd run back here. And then...
yeah, well, typically it was like all the parents would be outside and all the kids would be out, and they'd have like the fireplace in my driveway, and then my dad had one of those like big fucking flashlights meant for like when you're fishing, like the spotlights, so you're looking, and so that was like a solid beam of light. And so we just ran around the neighborhood with this big fucking thing, and it was like everybody at night had to be pitch black. Everybody's hiding in the trees and shit. And then someone running around with this big fucking flashlight and basically just beamed you with the fucking light. If you got hit by the light, you were out.
It was
Sweet.
we do it though. It was like when we were young, we didn't have any sense of like private property, I guess. So we would like we would like hop people's fences and stuff, run through the yard, and then hop back over and get around to like the back neighborhood.
Surprised we didn't break into somebody's house to hide.
That was the next step.
Yeah.
But we had enough self.
Yeah, we just hop people's fences and shit.
That was really it though. Yeah, that was fun. I remember a few times when it was really foggy out, and we did that.
Those were always the best though, because like
nights.
Because then we'd have like stupid parts where we're like, I think it was either like you were it or Luis was it or somebody, and I ran down to the first island like right here, and I climbed the tree, and I sat in the tree, and whoever was it came by and like looked around and sat on the tree.
No. You and I both climbed that tree.
Was it you?
Because it was Luis was it. Luis was it. I remember that.
Yeah.
Because I think you got in the tree, but I didn't even notice you in it, and then I climbed the tree, and then you were like, shh, and I was like, what? Luis comes up, he sits down below the tree and like looks around, and we're just sitting up there like in these branches, like, don't move.
Got him. Those were always good though.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, we know, but that was
pretty funny.
It was a lot of outdoor stuff up until we were like, I want to say like 13, 14.
No, I feel like I still played like after high school and stuff like that. No, because that was about the time I went into band and I wasn't at home.
Yeah.
Ever. So
at some point you start having to do like band practice a lot. So I remember we would ride by on our bikes and we could hear your saxophone from outside the house.
Yeah, I was tempted to pull that out last night after we talked about it. I was so close to doing it, guys. I need to clean it though. I need to like.
Yeah, Noah show up with his really nice guitar. You'll show up with your saxophone. I'll show up with my viola.
I wonder if I remember how to play.
Store this microphone.
Yeah, just fucking.
I had one of my friends from band. He played Careless Whisper on the saxophone.
Oh wow.
He could play that, and I wanted to learn that so badly. I might try to teach myself that.
It's pretty intense.
But no.
Yeah, no, maybe it was because after. Because yeah, I remember me and Noah talked about we played Halo a lot, and when we were like at 14, which probably like our prime of Halo skills.
Yeah, because when you're in high school, it's like you're either hanging out with other people, you're just home, you don't want to see anybody.
Yes,
you're just like, I'm gonna go.
That was down here was like the perfect spot because we had everything down.
Yeah, we had the big TV set up here. We were all fucking. Yeah, we played literally just Halo Reach for like a day straight.
Yeah, it was bad.
People fucking fight me.
We'd spend like hours. Like days after days, hours in each day, building like bases and stuff like that on the
Forge mode was fucking sweet. Built a lot of maps in there. I'm so proud of that fucking that invasion map we made. I thought that was pretty good.
The one that goes all the way around.
They can totally play an instrument right now.
Oh, is that other keyboard apps?
Fucking GarageBand, dude.
I still have that on my phone. I haven't deleted that.
I don't have that. Sounds pretty good.
The intro.
Fuck it.
Just sitting next to the mic, blasting these random.
It's self-made. You can put that wherever you want.
There you go.
Anyway,
I've always kind of wanted to get a keyboard.
I had one for a while.
I still do.
You still have like a
I have like an actual keyboard. Yeah.
I got one.
You have like all the different instruments. You have like 300 instruments or something like that on it. And
that'd be fun.
Like the last 50 are just like random noises that they programmed into like keyboard.
I would have kept mine, but it took up so much space in my room.
See, when I cleared out my basement, we had to move it because I wanted to put my computer right where it used to be.
Bring it down here.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I have a stand. I have one of those folding stands, so it takes up. Like you can put it over there, and it will barely take up any space. You could have somebody sitting right here.
Yeah, Ray Charles, that shit.
No, that'd be fun. Okay, so
I'll bring it over someday because
when I get my desk put down here, because like right now all the shit's run off like a fucking laptop. I think I already said that, but all this shit's like run off a laptop, just fucking gerrymandered up or whatever.
Gerrymandered?
Yeah, not the right word. I don't MacGyvered.
Oh, that's gonna get me mad.
But like I want to bring like if I can get my full desk down here and I get Ethernet connection. We're set up like a fucking keyboard with that mixer.
We'll do it.
And beginning of every podcast, someone's just gonna be over the keyboard. It doesn't have to be the same thing ever.
No,
just do whatever the fuck you feel like.
I have like this one.
Some fun
I have
shit.
this one
Sounds
chord
good.
set that I taught myself when I was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
And it's the only thing I can remember how to play. It's like these like keys all the way up and all the way back down. But
I want to have like the drum like do and it just cuts into like
Switch
a fucking
over to, like,
like
organ
a
or
trumpet.
something.
Just
I used to be
fucking.
able to play the Charlie Brown thing.
Oh, nice.
fuck.
That'd be fun. Hey, Christmas is coming up. Hey.
If we could bring that keyboard,
Let me see if I can. I'll ask my
sweet.
parents and I'll see if we can just mess around with it. Because I'm sure they will. 'cause
That'd be
it's just-
fun.
I think it's just sitting in my guest room, just like in the corner, like propped up against the wall.
That's
right
what we'll
now.
do next time. We'll all bring instruments.
Fuck.
Instrument podcast.
That's gonna be all. I don't remember how to play the viola. I haven't played that in.
Yeah, if you've been
6
practicing all this
years.
time, you'd probably be able to play like Devil Went Down to Georgia by now. You fucking loser.
That was the yeah.
You quit after 8th, right? Or did you
What?
quit before then?
I quit at 8th. Well,
8th grade. Well, like,
after
that was your
8th.
last year.
Yeah, I did all middle school,
You didn't
6,
go
7,
into high
8,
school
and then I
for it.
didn't do high school because I remember someone said the orchestra teacher sucked dick. And I was like, yeah, I'll skip.
Sounds like a fun class.
Yeah, so I just fucking.
You gotta take everything you say literally.
I just I didn't play after 8th grade, but I still have the problem is though is that viola is meant for my 8th grade size.
Oh, it's probably a
So
practice
it's-
viola or
it's-
something. Or like
I know
a
it's a real
beginner's
viola because I bought it, but yeah, it's a beginner's viola,
I have a beginner size.
and it's a real small, like it probably only comes up to like here on my chin.
Makes you
Like
play better.
I'm
no one's
100%.
supposed to be up to here.
I'll dig out my saxophone tomorrow or tonight. No.
I
See what
can't
can-
play any
Start
fucking
throwing down.
instruments.
The
wind
o-
instruments.
The only thing is, I have to go to Drum and Strum.
Yeah.
I have to go to Drum and Strum to get new reeds,
Mm,
wooden
yeah,
reeds,
man.
because those reeds are like
Ancient.
they're probably moldy. Like I'm not even
Probably.
kidding. I probably have to like rip out my felt in my case and then like
Fucking-
get rid of it. But because it's been sitting in there for 5 years now. Haven't
Yeah.
touched it. And,
You get right in there.
so I'll probably open it up. It's gonna be like Pandora's box, and I'm just gonna die instantly.
I'm sure
Just
my
like,
I'm sure my viola is horribly out of tune. Like,
oh, it's
I-
saxophone.
$20 says that
Tuned
like
a different
I
way.
pick it up and I try to tune it and the string just snaps.
Yeah, probably.
And I
It's
don't have to
probably
go
been
buy
sitting.
more.
Where is it? Is it in your room?
It's in my closet, my walk-in closet. It's just laying down.
I have all my. I still have all my music books and stuff too, so I could play off my
I don't
old
have any of
music.
those. I threw all that
I
away.
have my old freshman year. I can play like Jesus Christ Superstar and all that.
I'm
kind
pretty
of
sure I
stuff.
still have my resin. I think I do.
With the rise of YouTube, you don't really need instruction books anymore.
You don't need anything
You don't.
like
Other than the
instruction,
actual
like
instrument.
physical
You can get
wise anymore.
full instrument training on YouTube now.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, really, anything's instructional. Like Khan
Yes.
Academy for like education and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You gotta learn how to do a math equation. Your teacher isn't telling you how to do it. Just go on there and they'll teach you how to do it in 10 minutes. It's like,
Yeah.
It's crazy just how it's kind of changed over time.
Like I was supposed
For free.
I was supposed to give my niece and nephew like guitar lessons. Gonna be honest about that. Didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
Feel bad about it. But to be honest, like you have YouTube.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a huge like. That's not really what I leaned on when I learned guitar. But like anytime I couldn't figure out something by ear,
Yeah,
I,
you really
I just
can't figure it
watched
out.
a dude do it. I was like, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the difference though between like say having a YouTube teach you or having YouTube teach yourself and then having like an actual teacher or an instructor is that if you really want to do it on your own, like you're motivated, like you really want to learn the guitar, you really want to learn how to play your viola, you really want to learn how to do whatever, then YouTube's easy because it just makes it that much more accessible.
Yeah.
Like I have the motivation to do this, make it really easy for myself, and then I'll just practice and learn and whatever.
yeah.
But like if you're like in a math class and you're like me and you fucking hate math, I was like, I have no interest.
Yeah, you have to be like pushed.
I have no interest in learning anything.
And it also
My mom
sucks.
can't give me a YouTube video and be like, here, learn this. I'd be like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
A
I'm not
real
gonna do
teacher pushes you more than
Yeah.
I feel like that can be a good thing though, and a bad thing. Because if you have a good thing, it like pushes you. Like you might just be like, ah, no, I give up, and then you're just like, no, just like
Yeah.
look at this, think about it again, and you might like know it. Like
Yeah.
the second time around, you might understand it. So it's like, oh, okay, I had that push to get it. But at the same time, your teacher can just be like, wow, you suck. And
That's
you're just like that. Just
stupid.
It
makes
completely
it even
depends
worse
on
for
the
you.
teacher. Yeah, because if you were to hire a what's the word for it?
An
A
instructor
like
or-
a tutor.
tutor.
A tutor. Yeah, if you were to hire a tutor that came to your house, that person probably has some like want to help people. Like they're willing to come to your house and help you. So like that person probably more helpful, more consistently helpful than like some of your teachers at school. Because some of my teachers, like you had like Mr. Tester, my orchestra class. He's nuts about orchestra. Like he fucking loved that.
Yeah.
He would go to the ends of the earth to help you learn anything, which was cool. But like
It's
then,
just passion.
yeah, he
it's a
actually
lot
really
easier.
liked that music. But then I had like certain, like a Spanish teacher or a math teacher.
Drop names. Drop names.
Yeah.
This bitch.
It's certain
Be
certain
savage.
teachers that like, yeah, I would go in and I'd be like, I really don't understand this. Like this doesn't make any sense to me. like, why isn't it working? They're like, just try doing it this way, and then they'd walk away and be like, all right, thanks, you're not fucking helpful.
I also felt like it was annoying, like, especially in like math classes and stuff, where say they're writing all the examples up on the board, right?
Yeah.
And they walk you through it, and then maybe like 2/3 of the way down you get stuck. And you're just like, but how did that get to that, and how did that get to that?
Yeah, there's one
and then
step
they finish
that
it, and then they're like, okay, any questions? Like, can you go over that again? And they're like, okay. And then they do the exact same thing, but like you just can't understand it.
Yeah, they do it
but
over
you
the
can't.
same way.
You don't want to raise your hand again.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
Yeah, you feel like a dick if you ask like 3
do I
times,
really
because
wanna
you're really not getting
But
it.
at the same time, it's like, if you do it, they're probably just going to be like, nah, and they just erase it.
Yeah,
and then it's gone. And then you don't understand.
They're like, all right, well...
That's probably like physics for me. Like, I never wanted to ask her why I didn't get shit, but at the same time, when I did ask her why I didn't get shit, she would just be so condescending that it was like, oh, so I just won't raise my hand. God.
Yeah. Thanks.
That's why
now I'm scared of...
you cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, I hated that.
Yeah.
C word.
Yeah.
If they can say it in other countries, I can say it here.
I'll say it's the most common word in Australia. You can't say it in America.
Yeah.
Fight me.
Zuckles just tweeted out that last night. Did you see that? Just that word. Like...
I listen to their podcast all the time, and it's literally just Fitz and Zuckles just going cunt, 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 cunt. Just saying it all the time.
Yeah.
So, say what the fuck you feel like. I don't give a fuck.
Did you see that iFunny video of the Australian dude narrating over like animal videos where they're like kicking the shit out of people?
Oh, is that yeah, that's a popular dude.
Is it?
Yeah,
I've never
he does a
seen
lot
before.
of those.
But there was like an elephant seal like beating the shit out of cars in Scandinavia, and he was just like narrating it.
Yeah, but he narrates it in like a really weird, because it isn't just narrating like what's happening, but he's like, oh yeah, this fucking dude. He's looking at him like scoring up, like, hey mate, what are you thinking about, mate? Like, he goes hard on it. But those are funny. Yeah, he makes a lot of those.
Hilarious.
I feel bad. I can't remember that dude's name. He's funny.
Australian man. I don't know.
The man from...
I want to say his name is like Dan or Dave or something.
It's pretty generic.
I don't know. Yeah.
I can't remember. Fuck.
Sounds like a straight Australian name.
His name's
like...
Crocodile.
His name's Crocodile.
He's from Australia.
That dude's actually funny though. I like his stuff. I don't care. Don't
text message. You're fucking cool.
I think you're better than us, Jay.
Yeah.
I probably am. Let's be
messages,
honest.
huh?
I don't have any text messages. All right. Battery saving.
Oh yeah, so both of you guys get new phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
How's that work?
I'm definitely like...
I haven't been charged for it yet. This gets coming up.
Mhm.
So, you know.
How much is your monthly? You said you got it down pretty well.
It's all right. It's like combined with the phone and the plan, it's like $100 a month.
That's not too bad.
Oh, with the like line and everything.
Yeah, with the plan and the phone. I think it's like 40 something for the phone by itself. But the first one's gonna be more expensive because it's like your activation fees and like.
Yeah,
I think they add $30 onto it
yeah.
for like the connection to network services or something like that.
So the first month is more expensive.
Some bullshit fee they made up just to get extra money.
Yeah.
No, I remember I saw like an advertisement of Verizon. They were just like, what was it? Yeah, $30 fee to access the greatest network on Earth. I just saw that. I went,
not very modest, but I like it.
Okay.
All right.
I was like, all right, whatever.
Guess,
whatever you
I
say,
guess it's
Verizon,
worth it.
I'll believe you.
I'll
I
pay
believe
you.
that you have the best network on the planet.
Yeah, let's just go with
Yeah,
it.
prove it.
Let's
now.
just go.
I will say my service is way better at home than it was.
I can get LTE now on 211, and that's my favorite part. So
now I can text while I'm driving. It's good shit. Though.
And also, I think this one has a longer battery life than the other new ones.
Really? I thought this one had. I don't know.
I thought that one had the best, just because it was like it could fit a bigger battery in it.
This one has 25 hours if I'm not doing anything. Like if I'm just surfing it.
I don't know how long. I don't have the numbers.
I think it was
they're
25.
both better than just the normal X.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like so.
yeah.
I have the normal X. That one is supposed to have it like an hour and a half longer,
Yeah.
And Jake,
and I thought that one had like an hour longer. Maybe it also has an hour and a half, just because it uses less. I can't remember.
you're getting the slowed battery though. The new iOS.
They slow battery every update.
Yeah.
When they release the next phones on iOS 13, your guys is gonna be throttled. Like
Yeah,
it
but yours is gonna be throttled double.
It always. But I mean, by that time, I'll probably get the.
We're
next
better
phone.
than you, Jake.
I'll probably this
For
phone,
now.
I'm coming up or past a year on this phone now. I think
It came out last year.
because I got it pretty soon after it came out.
About a year then.
So I'm about a year. So by the time the next phone comes out, I may or may not get that, depending.
I did have to wait for this one though, since it was the XR. And it
Oh,
was
yeah, you
released
had to wait.
later for some reason.
I don't know
really
why they did
why.
that. Maybe just because they wanted a bigger stockpile and they had to make different colors. Maybe. But yeah, that one came out like a month later or whatever than the max.
It's cool though. I still enjoy it. I like that I can actually listen to YouTube videos and not worry about my battery draining within 2 hours. 100% battery
It's still the thing that drains it the fastest. Though,
Yeah,
it is.
I haven't had to charge it though at work. I think
It's pretty good.
No, I haven't had to.
I mean, it gets down to like 30%, 20%, but I'm like, that's when we end.
I was
work,
down to like
so I'm just like, I'll just plug it
14%
in my car.
one day when I got home. But
It's good.
That's the whole day though.
pretty-
That's like
yeah,
the
it
whole
is.
day at 40%. That's pretty good. I don't really listen to YouTube that much. I do podcasts and music, and at the end of the day, I'm at like 60%.
The content that I watch is all YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So.
Well, most of the stuff I used to watch on YouTube, like the sports commentators and shit, have podcasts. So now I'll just listen to their podcasts instead of.
it saves a lot of battery
Yeah,
if you
it
do it
does.
through there.
Yeah. So you guys voting?
Yeah.
You know, I keep planning to, because I'm not gonna lie, the whole like vote on November 6th movement, like trying to get everybody to vote. It's kind of gotten to me.
Oh yeah, you kind of got sucked in this
You
year.
wouldn't have done it anyway.
Because
I don't
yeah,
think
well
I was-
that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't have, but like they kept pushing it. They're like, it's important because like all these shithead Republican old asses are all going and voting, so we need younger people to vote too. I'm like, that's fair. So I'm like, yeah, I could vote. But my
liberal bias.
my problem is
Well, considering the dude running in Virginia doesn't believe in climate change, yeah, I have liberal bias.
He's the one that
Of course
wasn't
you
he
would
the
say
one
that
that
shit's not real.
he coined the term what was it, cuckservative or no
oh
cuck
my god,
Did he?
something
Did you
cuck
really?
something yeah.
Jesus
Or like he was one of
Christ.
the ones that was like advocating that. I think
That's
he was
cool.
one of the
That's
first
somebody
ones to
I
jump
want
on
being
that.
in charge of
I thought
state.
that was a story like 2 years ago though, when like they started like running for midterms or
Yeah.
whatever. Because
It's good stuff.
there's been so much stuff like, especially in our neighborhood. I feel like we have one person every weekend for the past like 3 weeks now. Stop by,
Oh yeah, those
like
yeah.
soliciting or whatever.
I mean, we had the one people last week. That
I've
we were
had
all
more.
Here.
I
haven't
got
had anybody
home-
since then.
I
At
got
least
home
not that I
last week
noticed.
at some point, and there was like 3 flyers stuck in my door.
Jeez.
I was just like, yeah, you can just give me none.
No,
and
I haven't-
keep
I haven't
moving."
had that. I haven't-
Zero makes me happy.
I haven't
Waste
personally
of
ran into
paper.
anybody since we all
Yeah,
saw the
it
one
is.
Waste
chick.
of paper.
Massive waste of paper.
No, I actually do want to vote this time, but
Where do you have to go? Tell me your
We go to
location.
the church downtown.
yeah, I think we go to the church.
Fuck, man,
One
I
of
have
the
to go
churches
to
downtown.
one of those elementary schools, like in the fucking boonies.
it's
I have to leave
Let me
my
see.
house at like 9.
Is it Pearson?
I think.
Ooh, that's past like
going a little bit out there.
Midland.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
Midland.
think that's the one. Yeah. 'Cause I don't think it's Richie. It's either Pearson or Richie. That's it.
Yeah.
But I had to go there for the presidential elections. Pain in the ass.
I absentee balloted for that one,
Did you?
so because I was at JMU at the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I still haven't done my actual research on Virginia senators.
You have 2 days.
We don't live in Virginia, dude. Let's just keep telling them we live somewhere different every time
Austin,
we do the
Texas.
podcast. Yeah. Madison, Wisconsin.
The Austin, Texas is like the
We're
epicenter
currently in
for everything at this
Sacramento,
point.
sitting in a
Actually,
cafe.
we're not dressed nearly warm enough for it to be Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. And
It's already
khakis,
snowing,
so-
though.
Yeah, in
It's
Wisconsin,
probably
though,
already
they wear
snowing.
parkas inside.
That's true. Yeah.
Or they wear, like, nothing outside. They're psychos.
Or they just don't give a shit.
Yeah, like with those dudes at the Green Bay games when it's like 10 degrees and they're like wearing no shirts. Like,
Yeah, you see the Green Bay games, and
Those
I always
dudes are
see
not
like
human.
the blonde chicks in like a bikini with like the Green Bay Packers
Yeah.
on like their boobs, but like they're just in a fucking
It's like,
bikini
you're a
outside
psycho.
in the middle of snow. I'm like, okay.
Well, like, do you remember the
don't feel-
Vikings and Seahawks that one year when they were on the outdoor stadium like 2 years
And it was,
ago?
like 5
There were guys there with
degrees.
no shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Both of those people
And they
are used
were
to
like,
cold though.
they had like Viking helmets on and everything, and I
Yeah.
was like, "This is."
I was like
totally
when the players
Minnesota.
come out with like no sleeves and they always like think they're like badass. But then I remember a couple years ago when it was like 15 below in that Green Bay game,
Yeah.
they were wearing sleeves that day.
Yeah, they were wearing fucking sleeves that day. Even the Green Bay people were like, "Fuck
Yeah,
this."
Aaron Rodgers was like, Jesus Christ, it's cold.
It's fucking cold. That's gonna be hard to play like that.
Let's talk about football. Aaron Rodgers needs to get the fuck out of Green Bay. We're gonna switch topics
That's
hard.
yeah, I'd agree with that.
What?
That Aaron Rodgers needs to get out of Green Bay.
He's an elite quarterback with a decent
A
shit
dwindling
team.
team.
Shit
It's
team.
dwindling.
They're garbage.
Yeah, they're
without
going
him.
down.
Oh no, he's the only reason that they can
He's
win
the
games.
They're like they
Well,
would
he
be
really
worse than the
is.
Browns without him.
It's that's the bad thing though is like it's almost in a weird kind of retarded
his
way.
fault 'cause
It's
he's
his
so
fault
good.
because he's too good,
yeah.
so they don't get first round picks.
Didn't he sign
They're
an
good first-round
extension
picks.
though
A
super
huge
recently?
extension.
Yeah.
They're rumored. Well, everybody's pretty sure Mike McCarthy's gonna get fired.
If they don't get into the playoffs at the end of this year.
They
He's fired.
won't.
He's gone.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
I don't
fact
think
that
they'll
they
beat the Bears coming up. I think the Bears will beat them
the fact they can't get that far with an elite quarterback.
with probably the second best quarterback.
So
Maybe third best behind Brady and
second or third,
Breeze.
yeah.
Bears are 4-3. Vikings are 4-3-1.
I still think the Bears might win your division.
Packers, yeah, they have a good chance
Because they were shitty last year, so they have an easier schedule.
but
than
they
you
are
guys.
being carried by their defense.
True. No, I'm not saying they're
So-
going to win playoff games,
yeah.
but I think they'll win.
They
your
have to
division.
score points to win these games. That's
Exactly.
Yeah,
the main
gotta do
point.
it.
But since they were
Gotta
bad
put
last
points
year,
up.
they have a much easier schedule. Than you
Lions
guys.
are 3-4, and then the Packers are 3-3-1.
The Lions might not. They shouldn't just exist in that division. Who cares
The
about
Lions, my Vikings play them tomorrow, and I'm just like,
You better win.
this is gonna be a cakewalk.
You better hope. It's
I think they
good.
have like one of the worst running defenses, and they
No.
got Latavius Murray.
Well, I know
He's gotten like 2
they're
touchdowns
getting-
every game
They're
since he's
getting
been playing.
better, but
The Lions?
yeah,
Or-
like
yeah.
they're playing better than they were. Well, I have
Mhm.
all the games right here. Let's call the games right now.
Call the
We're gonna
games.
call the games. Falcons, Redskins.
Redskins!
Easy.
I think we could beat them as long as because they can't. They have a terrible defense, and I think we're a running offense, so we'll keep their offense off the field. So I'm gonna say Redskins. Bears, Bills. Taking the Bears.
Bears,
Bears.
definitely Bears.
Buccaneers, Panthers.
Panthers.
Let's go ahead and take the Panthers over Fitzmagic. Chiefs and Browns is like
That's a toss up.
yeah. No, it's not. The Chiefs are like the best
Or-
team in
or-
the league.
Oh, okay. You said Browns and Chiefs, and I was thinking of like fucking like the Bengals or something. I don't know why.
No, the Chiefs are gonna put up like 85 points on them. It's gonna be really bad. Jets, Dolphins, worst game of the week. I'm taking Jets.
I want the
Jets,
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
I like the Dolphins better than the Jets.
Fuck the Dolphins. They have a stupid logo and a stupid team.
I like their logo.
Really?
Their team's
I
not
like
that
their
great,
overall
but I like
better.
their logo. Jets have a fucking shitty logo. Fuck the
Oh
Jets
yeah, they
logo.
do. They have a terrible logo.
Dolphins'
It's
logo's
just
way better.
Jets. in
Yeah, it's,
green.
it's a green oval. It says Jets.
Why would it not be an airplane?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Make a cool
in
ass
the
fucking
80s,
airplane.
It was an airplane.
Yeah, that's true. I like
Steelers,
those.
Ravens. I'm taking Steelers this time around.
Steelers and
Steelers.
Ravens.
Because the Ravens beat them earlier this season, but the Ravens are going down. Steelers.
Ravens
are
have also lost 2 in a row. So
Yeah.
I'll call Steelers with that too.
taking the Vikings over the Lions. You're
Yeah.
welcome, Dom. Texans, Broncos. I'm sticking with the Texans. I think they're going to win 6 in a row.
Texans, no, they look really good. No,
Yeah,
I'm with
they're
you on
gonna
that one.
smash everybody. Chargers, Seahawks. I'm taking the
Seahawks.
Chargers.
I want
No,
Seahawks.
It's gonna be the Chargers.
I want
Chargers and Seahawks.
Chargers are a
one
dark
second.
horse Super Bowl team. Throwing it out there.
5-2.
Rams, Saints is gonna be the best game of the weekend.
That'll be a good game.
Rams.
It's
I
at-
still think
it's
the
at
Rams.
Saints though. The fact that it's in New Orleans, I think the Saints will win.
I think.
Even though the Rams are my Super Bowl pick, I'm gonna take Saints.
Yeah.
But I mean, I won't be surprised if the
I-
Rams
I-
are so fucking good.
I want the Saints to win, but I think the Rams are gonna
I
win.
mean, the Saints do have the number 1 rush defense,
Yeah.
and the Rams are a running team. And then Packers, Patriots. I'm taking Patriots.
Patriots.
Oh, and then Cowboys, Titans for like the worst game of the weekend.
Dude, is that Thursday or is that Monday?
Monday.
The
Next
last
Thursday actually looks good. The
like
upcoming
the last
Thursday
Thursday
night
was
game.
terrible.
Yeah, it was. The last like 3 were
God
bad.
awful.
The next one's Panthers, Steelers. That one should actually be
Panthers
good.
and Steelers should be a good game.
I'm gonna take Titans just because fuck you, Dallas.
Yeah.
Spiting
Pretty
Dallas
much.
just
Yeah,
because
I am.
they're Dallas.
Fucking.
Fuck
But they're
you,
America's
Dallas.
team. Do you hate America's team?
I
Do you
do.
hate
I
America?
hate
Is the
America.
Giants on a bye week? Giants or Eagles? Or do they already play?
Eagles have a bye week.
Eagles have bye week.
Yeah, Giants might. Too.
I dropped their defense because of it. 'Cause they suck.
Yeah, they're not on here. Neither team is on here.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, and then the 49ers already beat the fuck out of the Raiders.
That was
Yeah.
funny, dude. John
Yeah.
Gruden gone by the end of the year. It'd be nuts if he's not.
He has a 10-year contract.
10-year
They can't
contract.
fire
They
him.
haven't done anything with
But they
him
don't-
yet.
they
All
don't
they've
have-
done is blow up the team,
They don't have enough money to give him $90 million, and
which is why they
and
gave away all their
wrap his
top
contract.
players. He needs to.
They're gonna give him at least
not
5
working.
years just because they have no other choice.
Yeah, they have to give him like a minimum 5 years. and
But
the
at this
rest will
point,
look like
he's a
safe.
liar. He's looking like a liar at this point because when they brought
He
him
says
in,
he knows what he's doing,
And,
and
well,
then
he was like, "The Raiders are back. We're gonna win now," and like he lied straight to you.
And then you gave away Khalil Mack.
Your best
Amari
defensive player,
Cooper.
your best offensive player.
Like
Your quarterback
Derek
looks
Carr's
like,
probably gonna leave.
well, and because Gruden's supposed to be his quarterback whisperer, and Carr looks like shit.
Yeah.
And plus, I think the city of Las Vegas is pretty pissed off because one of the reasons they got the Raiders to come to Vegas is because they looked like they were going to be good
Yeah.
2 years ago when they approved the Vegas thing.
They're not gonna pull a Golden Knights where they just go in and then
No.
it's Stanley Cup Finals the first year.
They're going
They
to build
can't
them
do that.
a fucking like $1 trillion stadium or some retarded
It was
number,
super.
and then they're just going to fucking take a dump on the field.
Yeah, that wasn't the time to start from scratch.
Yeah,
idea.
don't
I mean, it
move.
looked like it was at the time, but not anymore. stuff.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk about any other sports right now. It's too early in basketball and hockey to like give a fuck.
Yeah. Everybody, it's still enough games to have been played to where it's like everybody's records are still about similar.
Yeah,
Like
everyone's like, "Oh, I hate."
Yeah, the first like 3 to 4 weeks and all the
You can't
records are the
judge.
same.
shit. The first 3 months of basketball sucks.
That's true.
Like
everybody's getting into the groove
until the playoff race starts. Like everyone was concerned about the Thunder like 3 days ago, and now they're 4-4, and they're like, "Yeah, that's average."
Yeah, it's average.
Like that's where everybody is.
I think like it was like in the same thing of hockey. It was like the Capitals are now like, because they're my team. They're like 4-3-2 or something like that, or 5-3-2, and it's like, oh man, that's terrible. Like how many games they've lost already. But at the same time, it's still
Played
better.
82.
It's a better start than they had last year.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't really tell at this point. It's too early.
Yeah.
Except the Warriors, who just look unfucking beatable.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Golden State.
Good old super team.
Dude, they look like the fucking Globetrotters last night. It was gross.
Did you see their passing thing?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
They did
that
this
was
thing
the
where they.
Globetrotters.
Did you ever see that on Twitter? It was going around. They basically just ran down the court, passed it 10 times.
Yeah.
And all of their passes were like, "Oh, I'm being pressured. Let me just lob it to this guy," and then they end up with like an alley-oop dunk.
God.
And it's
Yeah,
just
it was like Steph Curry.
it
Like,
just looks so easy.
under
to
the
them.
leg pass to
dumb.
Kevin Durant, who like corner passed, who under the leg pass, who corner pass, who passed inside, and then he just lobbed it for an alley oop. And I was like,
Jesus
that was
Christ.
disgusting.
You're like,
That's
wow, they're on
gross.
the like they might get pressured to lose the ball, and then they just alley oop it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, I
It's
guess
like the
not.
Warriors
I
play
guess
with
not.
more players. It's like they have 7 players, and everyone else has 5.
It looks like they have like twice the size of a team out there.
And there's Boogie Cousins on the bench, just waiting to just destroy your whole life. Fuck you,
Waiting to sit there and just grab you when you're trying to go up for that rebound, and then
It's
nope.
disgusting. It's like Boston's gonna come out of the East for the first time in like 10 years and just get fucking pile drive.
Slap
It's gonna
down.
be really
Nope.
bad.
But the Lakers, man, the Lakers.
The Lakers. The Lakers already had their fucking big run. I don't know why they get another one.
Because
It's stupid.
LeBron.
Yeah, I know, but like they had their big thing with Shaq and Kobe and all that. It's like, why
Yeah.
the fuck do they get another one with LeBron?
Because they're the Lakers,
Yeah,
Jake.
they're the most successful basketball franchise of the modern era.
That's fucking dumb. What if
I don't
somebody?
even care about basketball.
No, not really, but it's still
Jake,
dumb.
do you even watch sports?
I've seen enough Lakers.
Lakers are the team to hate on, except that Golden State's so bad right now. Like, or so good right now. Like, if Golden State wasn't good, the Lakers are almost like the Cowboys of basketball, where
Mhm.
everyone hates them, which is valid.
Which is valid.
Yeah, I can't really think of any other teams that like are hated.
Yeah,
In
I mean
quotations
Boston
as
and
much
the
as-
Lakers just because they're the successful.
Yeah, they
franchises.
had their like runs where they'd win 5
They have the most
championships.
championships.
And then, yeah.
It's like in baseball, everyone hates the Yankees because they have the most championships, and everyone hates Dallas because it's a combination of how many championships they have. And
Oh,
Jerry
for football,
Jones.
And Jerry
Jerry
Jones. I think
Jones.
Jerry Jones is
Not
most.
to mention their fans are just fucking dipshits.
No, I hate.
Cowboys fans are actually worse than the Cowboys
I'm
themselves.
sorry.
Yeah, for real. As much as I hate the Cowboys organization, like I like some of their players as as people,
Yeah,
but then like all their fans suck.
the fans fucking
If there's any
Dipshits.
Dallas fans listening,
Fuck you.
we hate you.
Yeah, for real.
probably.
Your team is run so poorly. I don't know why anybody
this point, though,
trusts
they-
Jerry
They
Jones at
probably
all.
agree at this point.
And
They're probably
Yeah.
yeah. Dak's an average quarterback. Fight me.
Dax,
Amari Cooper's not going to help because Dak can't throw the deep ball.
he can't.
There was a reason he was a second string to begin with.
Yes, exactly.
You guys lost that deal. I think.
Oh yeah, to give
losing
a
the
first
first round
for a
pick? No.
fucking wide receiver who you can't throw the ball to because Dak can't throw a deep
It's
ball.
it wasn't. It didn't make any sense. I
People
feel
are-
like
they're still going to pack the box and dare him to throw the ball.
I'm trying to think of like what the last move, like big move was. I guess Kirk Cousins going to Minnesota was a decent move.
In the offseason,
Alex Smith
yeah.
going then to Washington was a pretty decent.
Well, last season it was
QB
Jay
switches.
going to the Eagles.
Oh, true,
That's probably
true.
what won
Yeah.
them the Super Bowl. Oh, Josh Gordon to the Patriots.
He hasn't really done anything though. Yeah.
He's getting it, but if you watch every week, he's catching more and more passes.
Hmm.
So by the time
You
they
just
get to the
gotta-
playoffs, he's just
You
gonna be
can't you can't throw him into the game and give him like 20 passes a
No.
game because then he'd be targeted.
But like
you have
by
to
the time they
ease
get to
him
the
into it,
playoffs,
yeah.
he's gonna be fully into their system, and they're just gonna destroy everybody.
Patriots with a good passing offense scares anybody.
Maybe Brandon Cooks to the Rams. That was pretty good.
Every Rams defensive move in the last 3 years.
Yeah, that was like the last piece of news in the trade deadline was them trading for Dante Fowler, and that was huge. They can't rush the passer, and you literally just got a guy who can only rush the passer. That's a pretty big deal.
Sports.
Now we're gonna go into tennis.
Yeah, I don't know shit about sports.
Fuck that.
Yeah, Jake, you don't watch sports anymore. What?
eSports.
What made you? Esports isn't the sport.
I
The
don't-
world in 10 years.
I still don't know that much about esports. I only watch like 2 teams.
You didn't watch the league finals last night?
I
Jake?
saw the
How
blurb
dare
about
you.
that of like the rookie who like cried when he
Mhm.
won.
I don't give a shit about
Good for
league.
that dude, I guess.
League can eat my dick.
Jake, have you even never played League?
No, I don't really want to.
How do you know then?
Because it's like Dota.
What's wrong with Dota?
Dota's fucking awful.
Saying it
No,
all
I
day,
just
folks.
don't like those MMO games.
Or like the top-down?
the top-down clickers.
Yeah.
Not about those.
My buddy
Where
was
you
really
just
into-
can rip up your keyboard and just hit the Q key.
Yeah.
That's I gotta hit. Or
They're- somehow those are like
Q or
the most
R.
competitive games ever, and I don't see
Yeah,
how they're
I don't get
competitive.
that. I had a friend who was huge into RuneScape,
Yeah.
and like that game blows.
was it old school
Was it
RuneScape?
old school
Yeah.
RuneScape?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry,
I played
that
that
game-
a few
That game
times when I was
sucks so hard.
That game's just all
Jeremy-
about nostalgia at this
Jeremy
point.
would sit there and play that game, and I was like, so literally the whole game is chance.
Yeah,
Where like
basically.
the dice would roll, and if you're fighting a super powerful character, if you get the right dice roll, you win. But like 9 times out of 10, you get the wrong dice roll fighting like a rat, and
Yeah.
you die. And I was like, this game's stupid.
I remember
I don't like those games.
my roommates back when I was a freshman. We all had, because we were in a dorm, it was LAN.
Mm-hmm.
We could all connect to each other, so we LAN played old school RuneScape for like
Jesus
3 days
Christ.
or something like that. We did the same thing with like Left 4 Dead or like all these other
Left 4
games,
Dead be
but
good.
it was pretty funny. We did Rome Total War, the
That'd be pretty
original
good.
one, not the second one. That was
Yeah,
fun.
not the recent one.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm much more about skill based than luck based.
Like Siege,
Yeah, that's why I like Siege
Skill-based.
so much more.
point and click.
Yeah, I
Piranha
just
Plant is going to be in the new Smash Bros. That's the most
Competitive
important
gaming
story.
right there.
My favorite picture is Waluigi holding the piranha
Yeah,
plant,
it was a guess which one.
and it says
is in
guess which one
Smash.
just got a new character in Smash Bros.
Did you see the thing where somebody pointed out that the piranha plant has feet?
Yeah, that's how
Does
it
it
moves.
really?
They,
Does
have,
it walk
they put
around?
feet under the potted plant,
But
But
little
then
yellow
somebody
feet.
pointed out in another
And-
Mario game they do have feet.
Yeah,
And I was like, all right.
so I think there has been a game or two where they
Imagine-
actually have moved.
Imagine being Link and getting your ass kicked by a fucking plant.
Means
Bullshit.
you suck.
Yeah, I guess.
Grabs you.
Then again, Link
whips
has to
over to the
fight
other
plenty
corner.
of plants in this fucking Zelda game. So
He buys a lot of plants.
fucking,
So play Link.
So does Mario.
That's the
Yeah.
key.
duh.
Actually, half of Mario's enemies are plants.
Yeah, mushrooms.
You got mushrooms, the Goombas,
But you got those turtles.
piranha plants. You got the turtles.
Koopa.
I saw a bunch of Mario gameplay, like just kind of like in random games recently. I was like, dang, dude, I want to go and play like the original Mario games.
I'm pissed that
I still have 64.
they still haven't put the
I have an
Mario
emulator
Maker
for it on my computer.
on Switch. They only keep the Mario Maker on the Wii U, which is
What?
gay. Fucking stupid. No, just the only well, I played Odyssey. Odyssey was fun. I didn't really finish that though. That's a motherfucker of a game. That's so long. And
Yeah.
it turns into a lot of those people like Donkey, who are like hardcore Mario people who are
Yeah.
just sit there for like 18 hours just playing Mario, just finessing every move you could possibly do. And it's like, I don't have time for this. I like Mario, but holy shit. The only one I'm only gonna do like that is Smash Bros. When that comes out.
Mhm.
But I got my fucking GameCube controller. I got a GameCube controller and adapter, so I can use the fucking C-stick. I'm gonna fuck some people with that C-stick.
I really hope they nerf that C-stick, you faggot.
That C-stick is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, because that shit's trash.
It's great. That's how you win, the fucking C-stick.
Yeah, if you're a
Yeah,
bitch, you
unfortunately.
can't actually
Annihilates
play
people.
the
Jake, do you even
game.
play? Have you ever played? What was the one that came out on Wii?
Brawl. Or not. Yeah, Brawl.
Was it
Yeah,
Brawl?
Brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever play with a Wii controller?
I did.
I played one match with the Wii controller. I was like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
And then
it was so bad.
And then me and Tommy got those GameCube controllers
The
made
white
for the
ones?
Wii. The white ones.
Yeah, I remember those.
The only thing is though, the C-stick didn't work on that version. C-stick didn't work.
Jake's
'cause-
like, suddenly I'm not good at
Because
this game.
no, I was good at the game.
And I quit.
Well, it's because they didn't have a C-stick or like anything like it on the Wii to begin with.
Mhm.
So there's nothing for it to transfer to, so it didn't have any effect. So
When does that come out?
December 7th.
December.
Mario Party already came out though.
Mario Party came out like October 8th or
Yeah,
something.
Jake, where's that?
I-
Why are we playing
You want to
Mario
give me
Party?
$70 to buy 2 more Joy-Con controllers? Cause fuck you. Yeah, those things are $70
Yeah,
for another
that's
2.
overpriced.
That's bullshit.
For a controller.
Just wait a year and they'll go down.
Yeah.
Usually.
I don't know if they will, to be
Yeah, I
honest. Just because of like how much they're much more than your average controller.
Until the Switch 2 comes
Because-
out.
Yeah,
and,
right.
then they'll drop
Well,
the price.
because
Switch
they've
X
got
And then they'll meme it and they'll be like, "Oh, your controllers are like compatible with it."
it's because
and
they
just keep them.
They have to have the magnetization and the connection that you can slide in and out of the Switch itself, and then on top of that, they have to have the movement detection inside of itself. They can tell which way it's facing, which way it's moving. It has to have all that shit inside the small little Joy-Con. Then you get 2 of those that are like this fucking big. That's why they're $70, because they're not like your like average like $40 Xbox controller. They're fucking weird. Fuck you.
When you rant about
Go buy a
controllers.
Switch, faggot.
Get on my level. So I fucking watched. We're gonna change topics again.
Yeet.
Have either of you ever seen the movie 12 Monkeys? Bruce Willis. God damn it! I wanted to talk about that, but you guys suck. It's like a sci-fi movie. It was made in like 1995, and the plot is like a super plague like wipes out the mass, like the majority of humans.
Actually, I think I've heard of it now, but
And
I've
then
never watched
humans
it.
have to live underground, but then they send people back in time to like study the virus or figure out where the virus like started. So then they can send scientists back in time to study it and bring a cure forward in time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty interesting. It has Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt and Madeline Stowe. I don't know if she was in big in the 90s.
That has no connection to the TV show, does it?
Yeah, it's the same story.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't
I'm
sure.
fairly certain it is.
Because I remember seeing the TV show with the same thing. I was like,
I don't know how they
it's the
turned it
same.
into a show. Like, I'm not sure how you extend the plot any more than they did, but
Could have just been a spin-off, like in the same universe, but
maybe,
completely
yeah.
different people.
yeah, like maybe because they send convicts back in time. That's the deal. It's like that way. If you do what they tell you to do, you get a pardon.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh, in like the future or whatever.
yeah. So maybe they're trying to.
But what
tease
does
a
that
different
technically
person.
change time in the future?
It's a 90s movie, so they don't really pay
Don't
attention.
go that
to
in depth.
Time
into it.
paradox here? I don't know.
Because really, they don't talk about how the whole fucking movie is like a time loop and shit. Like that's sort of addressed, but it's never addressed like how he in the past fucks up the future.
Yeah, I just overanalyze it because that's just me.
Well, no,
And then
that's
I
fair.
feel
Time
like that
travel in
doesn't
any
make
movie
any
though
sense.
It's totally fucked.
It'll
Like the
never work
Terminators
out the
is
way.
just-
Yeah. No, I don't think any movie can do time travel well because like the way we understand time travel, it's like as soon as you go back in time, you've destroyed time.
Yeah, it's like the second you show up somewhere you're not supposed to be, you
You've
change
annihilated everything.
something. Yeah,
There's no going back, changing stuff, and coming forward again.
you cause 4 car crashes back in time, and then it's the future.
No, you like shove a lady on the street on accident. Like
Yeah.
you bump into some lady, she drops her purse, and you've just like killed Hitler.
You just killed her.
Or like America will now never exist.
Good old butterfly effect.
Yeah,
Nope.
really. Or the
World is
fact that
dead.
like you going back in time and doing certain things can just prevent your own creation later in time.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, that's what they address that in some movies.
Back to the Future now. Probably the best movie that totally has no grasp on time. Like you watch Back to the Future and you're like, this makes no sense, but I love this movie, so it's okay.
Yeah. The whole messing with future and
No,
past thing,
makes
it
no sense.
doesn't work at
How
all.
he like starts to fade, and it's like, no, you instantly would have just stopped existing.
Yeah, it's not. It wouldn't be a slow thing. It's not.
But it all makes the Johnny B. Good scene all makes up for it.
It's just a well-made movie in terms of script and acting, and just a cult classic, I guess. At this
It's your
point.
cousin, Marvin Berry. Great fucking movie.
I haven't seen that in a while.
I remember that though when we finally got to the point of their future, like October of 2015.
2015, yeah.
That
And
was
we
weird.
don't have hoverboards.
Don't have the
Fuck
goddamn
you.
Nike
Oh, no, so that's-
hoverboards.
They do
Oh,
have
there was
self-lacing shoes though.
Yeah, they gave
That's pretty cool.
Well, they did that in honor of the movie.
Yeah, I
they
know.
made it, and
but they only made like fucking.
they
10
gave it to like
pairs.
they gave it to Michael J. Fox.
Jordan.
They were
I
like,
thought that's
"Here
what you
you
were
go."
about to say.
He was like, "This is fucking sweet," and they never, as far as I know, they haven't done any sort of mass production
No,
of
they
this.
didn't.
No.
Well, it
It's too
costs a lot to
complicated.
do that.
Yeah.
They probably priced the shoes at like $500 each.
Dude, I was looking at cars and shit, and I came across an article about this company called Mopar, which makes engines for Dodge, just released a 1,000 horsepower engine. And the idea is like they reimagined. It's a modern reimagining of a 1968 Charger from like a car show that was really famous, and then they're pairing that like concept car with this retarded engine. It's called a Hellephant.
Okay.
Jeez.
And it has 1,000 horsepower. I was like, holy fuck.
Why would you need that ever?
Because yeet, right?
Like, I feel like if you like,
Anything over 300 horsepower is a lot.
I don't, it's like how can any car even handle that?
That's the point, is that it's basically a race car.
Yeah.
Like, that's NASCAR levels of power. They last year released the Dodge Demon that had like 707 horsepower.
Yeah.
And if you had anything other than the standard car, it's not street legal. Like, basically, I think it was like if you buy the normal stock one with the big engine in it but nothing else, it's street legal. Anything with the stuff that makes it faster or more efficient is a race car and you can't drive it on the street.
Funny. Huh.
But people were talking about, they were like, it's going to have to be priced at least $100,000.
Yeah.
And no insurance company is going to cover a 1,000 horsepower engine. Doesn't matter how good your insurance record is, they're never going to cover that.
Your average person's never gonna be able to buy that.
True.
You're gonna have to be a millionaire to be.
You know what?
To be allowed
if I
to
had
buy
won the
that.
fucking lottery, I'd buy the first one.
The first fucking one.
Yeah, like something with 500 horsepower, you step on the fucking pedal and you get like whiplash.
Yeah.
1,000 horsepower.
Double that.
You'd have to have one of those old school things that prevents wheelies on the car.
Yeah.
You'd have to have
it. Literally, because like I feel like you'd hit it and your car, like your torque would be up so fast, your axle would just like pop off.
Yeah.
Like just car's dead.
Fucking awesome.
It's like the car can't even handle itself. Like,
no, it can't.
It's just dumb.
You have to have titanium everything in your axles and shit.
Yeah. Super maxed out car.
Fucking sweet. Oh man, since I've been looking at cars, I guess I'm having to abandon the fast car thing. Because like I was looking at insurance rates, and if I were to get a sports car,
yeah,
my insurance goes up to like over $200 a month.
Fuck.
I was like, yep, that's not gonna happen. So
yeah, that would suck.
the fast car is being shot down for now.
Bum bum bum.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so you stick with a Jeep. I pay like $30-40 a month
Yeah,
for
exactly.
insurance.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you just have normal insurance though? Do you just have
Standard.
Just say
Nothing
yeah. I have
special.
not full. I have comprehensive, the one in between.
Yeah.
So if I hit like a deer, they cover that. But it's not full. Full would have been like $200 a month.
Yeah. No.
This one's like $110 a month.
Yeah. No.
Isn't that bad?
I do like 40. I want to say like 45, 50.
Are you under your parents' plan? How are you paying so little?
It's because of I'm under their plan and they get mega discounts because they've been with Geico for like how many fucking years?
I did get that
So-
because I've been with Geico since I started.
Yeah, so I'm under their plan and then I pay my own insurance for my car, so I get it like super cheap because it's under their
I
name.
paid $60 with the Cherokee.
That's not too bad.
Well, that was under their plan. As soon as you start your new plan, but that's the thing. The longer you're on your plan and you have a good record, the price just
But
goes down.
that's why they were like, well, it's like for as long as we can, we'll have you on our insurance, so you can pay cheap ass insurance. But
Especially once you go over 25.
Yeah.
When you're a man under 25, your rates are way higher.
Yeah. I think that's what they're waiting for is like I'm gonna pay insurance basically to as long as I can, and then when I have to get my own insurance, I'll be about the age where like your rates start to drop.
Once you turn 25, though, then the rates go down for having a fast car. So then
Yeah.
have a fast car. That's the life hack.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
This is easy.
Yeah, if you're like
24
if you're
years.
like under 25 and you have a sports car that's red,
Yes.
you're paying like $1,000 a month or some bullshit.
And with a racing stripes makes it go up.
Yeah, race stripes makes it go up.
Yeah, red cars because they're more likely to be in crashes. Being a man, you get charged more, and being a man under 25, you get charged even more.
And the fact is, it's a sports car.
Yeah, so get fuckarooed, buckaroo.
Yeah, I stick with a black no stripe Jeep.
Yeah. What if I have stripes and I just don't tell you about?
Yeah.
them? It's a
Invisible.
white
They're
car.
invisible stripes.
No, it's
dude.
just
Come
it's a
on.
white car with red stripes. It's still a white car. Fight me.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Does the whole body have to be red? Can you have red accents?
I don't
Can't
know.
put LEDs on the bottom of your cars, can you? Is that against the law?
See, I've seen them, but I,
I think
don't know
it's
if they're
like,
against the
is that
law.
state to state?
Yeah, I think it's
I think it
state to
is.
It
state.
seems like a state to state.
Can't remember if
thing.
Virginia is one of those.
Because like
states
light
that's
bars,
Virginia's an asshole.
Light bars used to be illegal in Virginia, like for Jeeps and trucks and shit. Those big LED light bars, those used to be illegal, but now I'm seeing them more and more. So I think they changed the law.
Did they? Yeah, because I thought they were illegal.
I saw
They
one.
were- my
I saw
dad
one
was
a few
convinced
days
they
ago.
were, and then he
I'm-
was like, "I've started to see them everywhere." So
I should look that up.
because he had a buddy who tried to put, he had them on his Jeep, and then when he got it inspected, they were like, "Take that bar off." He was like, "What?" And he's like, "You can have the bar, but it can't be on here when we inspect the vehicle." And I was like, "Ah." So the shop's like, "We don't give a fuck, but the state does, so you have to take that off.
Fair.
Put it back on when you get home."
Yeah.
It's like, I guess.
Good mechanic shop.
But no, it's as far as looking at cars, like I've sort of ruled out. I don't want a Wrangler just because, like,
Just because of the
The-
last
well, and
experience.
because they really looking at it like a straight no fucking bias. They're a pain in the ass as far as like they're too simple.
Yeah.
Like now that I've had a relatively modern vehicle, it's like
Yeah, they are pretty bare bones.
yeah, there's nothing, and I'm an asshole, and I want something. That's
I mean, to be
relatively
honest,
nice.
I have like the '09 Grand Cherokee.
Yes,
I got no no problems with that. So
I was
far.
looking. There was a
I've
place
liked
called
everything about
Ace
it.
Motors in Warrenton. That place,
I've heard of that place.
It's the place right by Warrenton Tire and Auto.
Yeah.
Now that place doesn't do financing or anything, but he has the Dodge Avengers, which are just like your sedans with like, they don't have great engines in them, but I was looking. He's got two. One of them's a 2014 for like $5,000.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and it's got like all the nice like shit on.
I was gonna say, yeah, if it's 2014, that would sway me just looking at all the extra shit it has in it. If the car runs and it has 4-wheel drive, that's usually like standard
That's the
for
thing
here.
that I'm not. Like, I want something with 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, if for being here, I think the standard is gonna be 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, that's why I was saying I either want something with 4-wheel drive or something that's fast.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want just some like lame ass sedan.
Yeah.
Because
Let's get a fucking
piece of shit.
Hyundai, Toyota Scion or some bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Get some basic ass sedan.
So I've just been looking around at shit now, because just like comparing all the prices, I don't think it's worth it to fix it, because that's gonna be like a $2,000 repair for a part that's just gonna break again.
Yeah.
And then engine costs, I could buy a nice engine for like $750, but then labor is gonna be at least $2,000. So if I'm gonna spend all my money, I might as well just spend all my money and get a new fucking car.
Yeah.
Like, that's just where we are now.
Yeah, you should see how much you'll get for.
Not a lot. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but like right now, it's not looking like I'll get a ton.
I would check. I would like go to a car.
I mean, I might be able to get
like
like $1,000.
I think more than that.
I mean, hopefully more than that, but I don't know with the noise it's making. I'm not sure how they'll deal with that.
Well, yeah, but that's why like I would just go into a whatever car dealership you think is best and be like,
Well, CarMax, you can
Hey.
sell them your car and you don't have to buy one of their cars. That's like in their ads.
that's true.
So I could like sell them my car and then get a ride to work for a week. Well, but I definitely am not just gonna like sell it and then be like, I'm gonna like
figure it out.
Yeah, no, fuck that. It's still, because that's the thing. I drove it here. It still fucking drives.
Yeah.
It's like a ticking time bomb, but right now hasn't gone off yet.
It hasn't gone off. Tick tock. Tick tock.
Yeah, my car this yesterday morning or 2 days ago mornings was like.
Oh yeah,
Tell
it's
me.
the
In the
rotation
morning.
sound.
Yeah, it was very weird. It didn't do it this morning or yesterday though when I went home. So I think it happens every once in a while, but it's like once it starts going like back to back,
Mm-hmm.
like drives, then I'll be like, hey, this is weird.
Yeah, I haven't had any actual problems with my car yet. Other than just like
My battery died one time.
the basic shit. Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, well, they said they would. Well, I'm on CarMax's website. They said they would definitely buy it, but they'd have to appraise it.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking though. I would just go to like different car dealerships and be like, hey, how much would you give me for this if I say I'll buy a car from your lot?
That's the thing. If you go to a used cars place, then
Yeah.
you can talk them down a lot more than like a dealership.
Yeah,
A dealership's like, no, we have to make this percent,
that's true.
which means you can't go below this. Used car lot, you're like, hey, motherfucker, trying to get one of these shit things off your lot.
Yeah. Take my shit thing, I'll take your shit thing.
Yeah, it's a pretty fair deal.
Flip flop.
Yeah, bang
Flippity
bang,
flip flop.
bang 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 bang. Pretty simple stuff.
What's that HGTV show? Flipper flop or love it or list it.
There's love it or list it.
Yeah, that's what
The
I'm
flipper
thinking.
flop is also one.
That I thought that was one.
That's just a dumb name.
They're all like the same type of shit. They're all the same name.
Fix one house, potentially buy another.
Yeah, it's flipper flop.
This fucking
Flipper listed.
the
It's
White
fucking-
Horse Auto dude over there by the firehouse. That dude has some fucking like high quality shit to the point where I'm like, how are you getting these high
Wait, what
quality
guy?
cars? The White Horse Auto place. It's across the street
That's
from
the-
like,
Oh, the
Nick's.
one up
That's
on
the
the
washing.
hill.
That's the car
of
wash
the-
place.
Oh, that's also called White Horse. No, this is White Horse Auto. This is down by the firehouse.
Is that the one on the
Huh.
hospital hill side?
That it's right past that. So like, go past the hospital, go past the firehouse.
Oh, okay,
Nick's
yeah,
is
yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's
Is it on
pretty
the
much
same?
across the-
Is it on the same side as the hospital, like the right side
Yeah,
of the
it's
street?
on the same side. It's
Okay,
not that
I know that
big
place.
because that's the GMC dealership. Go past that.
Yeah. That the GMC is the first place. It's,
Yeah,
it's
go past
keep
that.
going.
It's the smaller one.
Okay, yeah, I do.
But
know
that dude has
place.
really nice vehicles, and I'm just
What's
like,
the same thing with that dude who used to be where not auto. Fuck.
oh, the Napa place,
Maybe
Napa
It-
Auto.
it was
by Taco Bell.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a car place there.
There. Well, either it's there or it used to be there. I can't
It
remember if
used
it's
to be
still there.
there, yeah.
Yeah. But like that dude only had ever had 15 cars in his lot, but they were all like fucking Porsches.
Yes.
It was the weirdest thing.
The place that pisses me off in Warrenton is that foreign car dealer across from like Pizza Hut.
Across
That
Pizza
dude
Hut,
is
yeah.
just nothing but BMWs and
Yeah.
Mercedes. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Fucking dick.
Yeah, it's all fucking.
I don't want to get a German car because they're all so much harder to work on.
Or also like majority of the time, if you're gonna get a foreign car, you might as well just get a sports car. It's
Yeah.
like
Or like get, like I'm just saying, I don't want a European car as far as like they're more expensive, and everything to work on them is more expensive.
yeah.
So if I get a foreign car, it's gonna be like a Honda.
Yeah, I'd stick to like Jeep and Toyota and Honda,
Yeah.
the cheap ones.
Exactly.
Toyota, what's the other one? Oh, like Chevy or Ford, I guess.
Fuck you, Ford.
Okay.
It's gonna be a Dodge or a Chevy if it's an American car.
Dodge is always good. I like Dodge. Still figuring out how I'm gonna put all this shit together.
The little podcast that we're doing right now.
Well, yeah, no, because I went up and
what are we
measured.
doing?
Yeah, what is it recording?
Why am I here again?
Yeah, I don't fucking know why the fuck we're here. Now I went and measured my my desk, and it's 8 feet exactly, and that's like it's like a foot past that slot over there for the wall. So either I have to shove it against the wall as much as possible, move everything down a little bit, or I have to shave part of my desk off, which might actually be easier if I do that. But I'm thinking it might be easier if I put it in that wall, in that corner slot over there, and then the whole wall for the green screen.
That sounds good.
I'm literally flipping ideas back and forth every time I think about it.
You know what you could do? You could have some kind of like rail system for like the green screen. Like, were you thinking of putting it on this wall or that wall?
That wall.
No, never mind. Forget it then. Your desk.
Oh no, the desk is gonna be on this wall.
Yeah, yeah,
Green
yeah.
screen's gonna be on
I was
that
thinking of
wall.
it. You could almost have it like over enough, and then when you want to stream or something, you can like have like a little chain and bring it around.
That sounds like
like-
some work that I have to do.
90 degrees.
Basically, fuck you and that.
Yeah, it does sound like work.
I don't like that. Depends on what kind of green screen we get.
Yeah, that's true. You'll probably need to
hang
get better
a-
lighting too.
Just
over
hang
there.
a green blanket.
Just hang.
Just
Go to
get a green
Walmart.
Blanket.
They might have lime
the
green.
same
Who
thing.
knows? Neon green, lime green.
Figure it
green.
out, fellas.
You can get them pretty cheap though. You can get like a full like light kit set with the stands and the like 3 types of green screens, like green, gray, and blue, for like $120.
$120,000.
Not too bad.
You're only an elite if you use it. in green
Yeah.
screen.
If you don't, you're gay.
Yeah, we're at 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Time's a construct.
That is correct.
I think I
Time
said
is
the
a
same
social
thing last
construct.
week.
Yeah.
I
Sure you
said
did.
the same fucking thing.
That's how bland our fucking jokes are. We tell the same shit over and
That's
over.
my
again.
life. Welcome to it.
Memes, plan jokes, and me checking Twitter to see the score of this game.
Twitter. Oh yeah, Dominus fucking soccer
Woo!
team.
We're up 1-1,
I think he's
1-0.
better than the rest
Ooh,
of us.
Are we gonna end it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Our
Unless
lives?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
And that's the end of the podcast.
Millennial
boys.
depression.
Click!
Clickety click. That's how you should end the podcast. With me just doing that.
fucking stab
Hold it up to
myself.
the mic and just click.
Yeah.